going to be doing the 0-82 to 82-0 challenge. So first things first, let's spin the wheel to see what team we're going to be using. And it is the Chicago Bulls. But the Chicago Bulls doesn't really matter. It's a completely randomized league. It's gonna be a fantasy draft. But no matter who I get, the first season, we might have to trade them all away because the first season, we have to win less than 20 games. But the Chicago Bulls got the 20th pick, so I'm not too worried about this team being super great. Let's take a look at the squad because just from the looks of it, we're gonna win way more than 20 games. We got Fred VanVleet, Jordan Clarkson, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, Al Horford, Jakob Poeltl, TJ McConnell, Jalen Williams, Grayson Allen, and his freedom, Andre Iguodala, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, and Leandro Balmaro, and Jaden Springer to go along with it. We do have to make some changes around here. Starting off with a brand new green screen dropping down right behind me. Immediately off the bat, I know I want to keep Scotty Barnes because he's a great piece that we might have to trade to make this team go 82-0 next season or the season after that. But I think we got to get rid of Kawhi Leonard right off the bat. Fred VanVleet, you got to go. Jordan Clarkson, you can stay being my point guard for year one. But other than Fred VanVleet and Kawhi Leonard, this team's really not that great. Hopefully we get some young pieces or an expiring contract because I think free agency is going to be a super, super key detail for us. I think we got to take the D'Lo and Duren deal because D'Lo's got a big contract. He could be on our team. We'll probably trade him throughout the year. And Jalen Duren is a good piece. He's only 18 years old, so he's only going to provide more and more value throughout the simulation. Next order of business is Federico VanVleet. You got to go, buddy. Fred VanVleet, you're going to be a Boston Celtic. We're getting Gary Harris, who's not going to help us. And we're getting a first round pick in 2025. We're sending Jakob Poeltl to the Los Angeles Lakers for Rocco, who's not going to help us out too much. He's more of a guy that can be on a contending team. And we're getting a 2026 first round pick. This is how we're distributing the minutes. We're going to play pretty much everyone on the team other than Al Horford. Starters are all going to get at least 20, with Jalen Williams, Scotty Barnes, and Jalen Duren getting 25 minutes along with Leandro Balmaro. Off the bench, we got Ennis getting 20, the rest of the guys getting 15, and Gary Harris and Grayson Allen getting 10 apiece. So simulate through Christmas and hopefully we're really bad. So automatically got a lot of wins. All right, we got to stop it. We are on a roll. How are we on a roll? 6-4, that's terrible. We have to see what's going on. All right, so Jalen Duren is an absolute monster for us. He's averaging 19-10 and 3 blocks. He's got to get less minutes. D'Angelo Russell's got to get less minutes. He's averaging 13 points in 21 minutes. Can't have that. All right, so we made the minutes adjustments. We put D'Angelo to the bench, Jalen Duren to the bench, and we bumped up the minutes for Ennis Freedom to 30, Jalen Williams 30, and Jaden Springer up to 25. So hopefully this team gets significantly worse because we already have 6 wins. We only have 14 more to go before we fail the challenge. We keep winning. We won 2 in a row. We win 1 more game. I got to stop the simulation. This is good. All right, we got to stop it. We already passed the halfway point. We have 11 wins, so we got to make some trades. Al Horford for Kevin Love. That's an expiring deal. We need that. Jordan Clarkson for Josh Christopher and a 2026 first round pick. I love the pick and the downgrade. TJ McConnell for Royce O'Neal. We got to do that. And his freedom for Stanley Johnson, our new center of the Chicago Bulls. D'Angelo Russell, you're getting no minutes. I apologize, sir. You're too good. All right, so our best player that plays in our rotation is a 78, and it's Jalen Williams. So hopefully we suck because we can only win 9 more times. This is what I like to see. A lot of red L's and have wins out here. We're at 12 wins at Christmas. That's a lot more than we need, but we're not really stringing off wins like we used to. If we can not win any games in the month of January, I'll be happy. And we immediately win 2. I mean, immediately, right when I say it. Now that is a good trade. All right, so we're gonna do the trade. Josh Christopher and Stanley Johnson for a 2026 second round pick and a 2027 first round pick, but we're getting back a first round pick this year unprotected, top 5 protected next year, Jabari Walker and O'Shea Brissett. That's just good assets for the draft, and I think we might get a little worse. All right, team, please suck. Immediate win. Another win. We have 16 wins. We need to get worse. All right, 17 wins. How are we supposed to get worse? This team's not good. So we're playing our bad players almost the entire game. Hopefully they can drum up a lot of losses and no wins. There's another win. We literally can't win more than 2 more games. There's another win right there. We literally can't win. Cannot win anymore. We need to give Nikhil Alexander-Walker less minutes to our leading scorer. Please be bad. Okay, so we won a game there. Another one. I mean, like, this team is horrible. You guys watching know this team is horrible. 22 wins. How is that 22 wins? Our leading scorer is O'Shea Brissett with 16 points a game, which is good, but he's shooting 36%. Jabari Walker is averaging a double-double, shooting 39% from the field. Our best three-point shooter out of everyone who plays is 35%. Everyone else is lower than that. I don't know how this team's losing. This is not a fault on me. This is on the other teams. I am going to count this as a good victory because I say that we win the game. I don't care. That counts as under 20 wins. That team shouldn't have won 10 games. Jaden Springer makes it on the all-defensive second team, averaging 1.9 blocks and 1.7 steals as a shooting guard. He's 6'4". And Karl Anthony Towns wins the finals as the MVP of the New York Knicks. But let's get back to business here. Let's look at the draft odds. Let's see what picks we got. Do we have any picks? We're the Bulls. We had so many picks. Looks like we have to trade into this draft class. We have traded for the number 3 pick in the draft with 2 first-round picks, one next year, one the year after, and a player who we don't need anyways because he did too good for us this year. The number 1 pick, obviously, Victor Wembanyama goes to the Nuggets. We need to try and trade for that guy. Brandon Miller went number 2, which is great for us because Scoot Henderson is on the board. I think Scoot Henderson is going to be electric in the NBA. He looks really good. I like this trade. Grayson Allen for a first-round pick next year. We're recovering it from the trade we just made for the number 3 pick. Trading Robert Covington to get back into the first round this year at number 22. Oh, we got 22 trade offers for pick number 22. Let's see what they are. We're trading into the Knicks for 2 first-round picks. Now we got to re-sign our good players. Balmaro, you're out of here. Jaden Springer, you're out of here. I don't care that you got second team all defense. And we're keeping Scotty Barnes for 2 years on $8 million. We should have a ton of room in cap, I would hope. Rui Hachimura is also a good piece to have. So we get to sign Rui. You know, I like Thomas Bryant. He offers a lot of versatility. Let's go Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is gonna sign. Cool. All right, we are officially in the chase of an 82-0 championship season. Year number 2. We're starting off our roster with Scoot Henderson, our prized possession, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, and Thomas Bryant, and a bunch of guys I don't want on my team. We're gonna simulate about a month or so in the season, see how this team's looking, see if we can't upgrade this team through a trade. This team is not that bad. We are very competitive, and we're ranked in the top 8 of our conference. At the trade deadline, we are remarkably mediocre. We're 26 and 26, even 500. So let's look at the guys we need to keep and play more. Scoot Henderson is already a star, 36 minutes a game, averaging 25 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, shooting 45.5% as a rookie, which is really good, especially for a guard. But he is shooting 23 times a game almost. Can't really shoot threes, 28%. Scotty Barnes doing exactly what he does. Fills up stat sheet, 18, 9, and 5.5, 1.5. Austin Reeves, pretty bad. Rui Hachimura doing pretty good. 15 points, 5 rebounds. Jalen Duren, double-double guy again. Thomas Bryant, basically a double-double guy. And these old guys are really bogging us down. We got to see if we can't move on from them. 2 guys who contribute nothing for a guy who can contribute right now. All right, I don't mind this trade. We get a big expiring contract and we get a first-round pick next year, but it's a pick swap, but that's all right. I don't mind this trade at all. 2 guys who don't play for a guy who won't play and a first-round pick. Scoot, rookie of the year. Shot 44%. 28 from 3, bad 3-point shooting, not that great free throw shooting for a guard, but 25 points, 5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2.2 steals, so that's really good. Scoot makes an All-NBA third team as a rookie. This is great news for us. Scotty Barnes also makes the All-NBA third team, so we do show a lot of promise this team. But unfortunately, we do not make the playoffs. We fall short. This is where it gets really serious because we have a ton of chances for first-round picks. We have 2 chances to get the number 1 pick. We got 4 and 6. That gives us a 22.2% angel numbers, I guess, if you're into that. And we don't. We get the second. So we do good in the lottery. We get the 2nd, 7th in the lottery. We also have 18, 24, and 27. So we're gonna be able to do a lot of damage here in the draft. Now let's see what we can get for the number 2 pick in the draft because I'm not too sold on anyone. You know what? I like this. We'll do Jordan Poole for number 2. Whoever we're picking at number 2 is not gonna be an 87 overall right away. I'll do this trade. Bronny James still is on the board here at our next 2nd pick at number 7. We gotta take Bronny James. That's gotta be the pick here. All right, we're gonna do this trade, trading pick 18 and a first-round pick in a couple of years for DJ Wagner, who's 19 years old, a really promising guard, stacking up a young talent at guard, and we also pick up Josh Richardson for this upcoming season. We're gonna trade away number 24 and Josh Richardson, who we just got, for Zubats and Tim Hardaway Jr. We do need another wing. Tim Hardaway Jr. can contribute for us right away. I like this trade. We're converting this year's first-round pick into a first-round pick next year, and Austin Reeves for a first-round pick in the year after that. And of course, we're gonna accept Scotty Barnes and Jalen Duren's player options. We're gonna decline Thomas Bryant, even though he's a good player for us, but it's $21 million. Rui Hachimura is gonna go ahead and go to free agency. Nick Claxton coming to the team on a 1-and-1 team-friendly deal. 1 year, $30 million. Rui Hachimura is coming back home on a 1-and-1 team deal. So our player progression is looking good. A lot of upward green arrows. So this team is very young, but I think we're gonna be very competitive. We got Scoot, Jordan Poole, Rui, Scotty, and Nick Claxton as our starters. We got Jalen Duren and Zubas off the bench. That's 2 bigs off the bench. We're gonna be really big in the second unit with Tim Hardaway Jr., DJ Wagner, and Bronny James also getting some run. I don't envision this team being our team at the end of the year, but you never know. I think we might make some trades. We are hovering right around that 500 range. I'm not envisioning this team making the playoffs. Scoot once again leads us in scoring around 25, 10.5 assists. Wow, I told you he was a great playmaker. Jordan Poole, 22 points, 6.5 assists, shooting 53%. I love that. Scotty filling up stat sheet. Duren doing all right off the bench. Zubac's not doing great. Rui doing pretty well. Bronny doing really well for his 9 minutes game, getting 6 points, 3 assists. I think Zubac's got to be traded. All right, so this is the trade we're gonna do. Ivica Zubac in a first round pick 2 years from now, and 4 years from now, I believe, for Walker Kessler, who is already better than Ivica. He's 4 years younger, and Harrison Barnes, who can contribute right now. Our new rotation is Scoot, Jordan Poole. Harrison Barnes is gonna play a limited role starting just so we have more bench depth. Scotty Barnes and Duren now in the starting lineup. Off the bench, we're gonna go Nick Claxton, Rui Hachimura in a little bit less minutes, Walker Kessler off the bench, Bronny James gonna get a couple more minutes, DJ Wagner still 10 minutes, and Tim Hardaway off the bench. And I hope when you're watching this video, you're eating, because I'm also eating while I'm recording it. Shout out Raising Cane's, this is not sponsored. But look at us winning ball game. We're 3rd in the conference, 5th in the overall power ranking. I really like Kevin Huerter's game. Apparently we can get him for Tim Hardaway in a first round pick. That's an upgrade for me. This is a straight up upgrade over Nick Claxton to get Bam Adebayo. We're gonna do that deal. It looks like we're probably gonna be swinging for the fences here. We are the #1 team in the power rank, so that is a good sign. There's only one red L on here, which means those 2 trades did work. 58 wins, MVP, another Luka Doncic, that's a 3-peat. Victor, already a defensive player of the year in year number 2 for him. Coach of the year, I think that's us. Yeah, that's us. I'm the executive of the year, baby. Scoot Henderson, All-NBA 3rd team. He averaged 24 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals on 50%. Took a step up in 3-point percentage and free throw percentage, so that's really good. Proud of that, man. And Bronny James finds himself on an all-rookie second team. 11 minutes per game, he averaged 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds on 54% shooting and 49% from 3. That puts us in the overall #1 seed in the entire league and in the Eastern Conference playoffs. We were 4 games better than anybody else. We had the 2nd best offense in the league and the 4th best defense in the league, winning by an average of 9 points per game. That is best in the league. In round 1, we're taking on Philadelphia 76ers as the 8th seed. Markelle Fultz, Anthony Edwards, Franz Wagner, Xavier Booker, Rudy Gobert, Zach Collins. Nothing too world beating on the bench. I'm not scared of this team at all. We're gonna simulate to the round. I think we get them. And we got them in 4. Now in round 2, we got the Miami Heat. James Harden, Klay Thompson, Michael Porter, Evan Mobley, Sengun, Tari Eason, Malik Monk, Marvin Bagley, Dennis Smith. So this team is gonna give us some problems, but I think we get through them. We're not so confident to go through the round. We're going through the game right away. 2-2, 3-2. Do we take it here? We're going to game 7. That means we're going to a simcast. So we jump out to a first quarter lead, a halftime lead, so that's good. We're hovering right around. We lose 3rd quarter, we're hovering around, and we win by 1. We're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now we got the #3 seed Indiana Pacers, made up of Darius Garland, 94 overall, Tyrese Maxey, 91, Jared Vanderbilt, Wendell Carter, and Darius Baisley. I'm not too scared of this team. I really like our chances here. I think we sweep this team. But we don't sweep them, we lose. I thought we were gonna be a mismatch for them. And the Pacers go ahead and win that whole thing. That means we have to do yet another season. And we have picks 15 and 18 in this draft. Now I know DJ Wagner showed a lot of promise last year and we have the 15th pick in the draft, but I think we have to do this trade. We're gonna get Kristaps Porzingis and a 1st round pick next year. We're gonna accept Scoot, obviously, Walker Kessler, Jalen Duren. Rui Hachimura, we're gonna decline him. Maybe he returns on a smaller deal. We're gonna extend that qualifying offer to Scotty Barnes. Hopefully he stays for $13 million. I think we're gonna have to match an offer sheet there. So we gotta match Scotty Barnes there. 4 years, $141 million, but we gotta match it. I don't think we're gonna be able to sign anybody else. Rui's coming back on a team deal like I said he would. All right, so looking at our team right now, Scoot Henderson, Jordan Poole, Rui Hachimura, Scotty Barnes, Bam, Porzingis, Kessler, Jalen Duren, Kevin Huerter, Bronny James. The first thing that stands out, we have too many bigs. Let's see what we can get. All right, so we're gonna do this trade. Jalen Duren and Bronny James. I hate to see you go, but we are getting back a 6'7" wing and a 6'4" wing. Both averaged 17 points per game last year. I mean, this team is technically better than it was last year, and we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals and the best record in the league. So I'm hoping for big things this year. So far at Christmas, we're the #1 team in the power rank. I think we have a better record this year than we did last year. We're 30 and 11. I still don't think we have that one alpha. I think now it is Scoot though. He averages 25 points, almost 11 assists, 57% from the field, 43%, another big jump in 3-point percentage. So he's our guy. Kristaps, our second leading scorer, who's our sixth man. He's 16 points, 6 rebounds on 52%. I believe he's shooting pretty well too, 43% from 3. Jordan Poole, 16 points in 28 minutes, 54% from the field, really good. Scotty Barnes, 15, 6, and 4. Bam has pretty much been a letdown, 13 points, 8.5 rebounds. Might have to get rid of him. And our 2 new additions doing well. 10 points apiece, 3 rebounds apiece, 3 assists apiece, and Walker Kessler, 9 and 8 off the bench. That's all right. Kevin Herter is really not doing anything for us, and Rui Hachimura is not really doing anything for us. So we're gonna try and look to move Rui and Kevin Herter and try and combine them into one player. RJ Barrett, welcome to the squad. All right, so this is the trade we're gonna do, which is kind of controversial because we're trading Scotty Barnes, who's been our guy, for Jabari Smith Jr. He's an 88. It's 2 points lower on the overall, but he's a much better scorer than Scotty Barnes is. And we get Mikal Bridges, who's good off the bench, 3 and D type guy. All right, so our new team that's gonna win us the NBA championship and take us from 0-82 to 82-0 is Scoot Henderson at point, Jordan Poole at the 2, RJ Barrett at the 3, Jabari Smith Jr. at the 4, Bam at the 5. Porzingis, 6 man off the bench. He's been great in this role. Dyson Daniels, long off the bench. Score. Walker Kessler, very big off the bench. Keontae George and Mikal Bridges getting a little bit of burn. So we already have a better record than last year. 58 wins, now 59. We're gonna be a 60-win team. Luka with his 4th MVP, ridiculous. And we are now executive of the year and coach of the year again, 65 and 17. 99 overall in all categories. Scoot is now 2nd team, averaged 23 points, 11 assists, 2 steals. Better shooting, better 3-point shooting. Free throws about the same. Really good development. We were the best team in the league by 11 games. So we dominated the regular season. We had the #1 offense in the league by 0.4 points, and we had the best defense. So we had the #1 offense, #1 defense. We won by 14 points per game. We should sweep pretty much the playoffs. We got the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1 again. I'm not scared of this team at all. We're gonna sweep them. We swept them. We got Detroit in round 2, going against Lonzo, Trey Johnson, Kwame Evans, Grant Williams, Domantas Sabonis, Jamal off the bench. Not scared of this team at all. That's a sweep, like I said. Now we got the #2 overall seed, Tyus Jones, Oscar Thompson, Jimmy Buttas, Paolo, Clint Capella, Chris Middleton. So this team is really long. I just don't think they have the shooting to compete with us. I think we win 4-2. 4-2. Like I said, Zion Williamson is playing against us in the finals. We are in trouble. Markelle Fultz can't shoot. Shaedon Sharpe can't shoot. Ochai Agbaji can't really shoot. Zion is Zion. Robert Williams, not really much of an offense threat. Sohan can't shoot. They have a lot of bigs off the bench, so they do match up size-wise with us, but I don't think they can shoot. I think we win 4-1. 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. Holy smokes, let's look at the box scores of these games. So game 1, blowout, we win. Game 2, we win in a blowout again. Game 3, we lose in a blowout. Game 4, we lose in a close one by 5. Game 5, we win in a blowout. Game 6, we lose in a blowout. Game 7 against Zion Williamson, the most juiced player in simulation basketball. You guys all know it. Everyone knows it. My channel, Mitchell's channel, Jesse's channel, James' channel. Shout out Jaidel, JDL. Go check out his videos. But we gotta go to Simcast. This is very scary. Let's go Bulls, baby. The Windy City. Not looking good. We are losing at halftime. We have lost all 3 quarters. And it's looking like we are not going to come back. That is very sad. We get blown out by Zion. We just don't have it. We shoot 39 of 84, 10 of 35 from 3, and they don't even have that great of a game from Zion, who has 16 points on 8 of 12. They're led by Ron Holland off the bench, who scored 23 points in 25 minutes, 9 of 18 from the field. Marcus Sasser off the bench, 21 points in 11 minutes. Absolutely caught fire. Bam, another disappointment. 0 of 6. RJ Barrett, 5 of 12. Why are you shooting so many times? Jordan Poole, 5 of 9. Why aren't you shooting more? Kristaps, 15 points. Be more assertive. Off the bench, Keontae George did amazing. 18 points, 17 minutes. Jabari Smith did all right. 6 of 13. I needed to make more of those. So we technically failed the 0-82. We won 23 games, but that team shouldn't have won 20 games. You guys all know it. So I gave myself the pass on that, and we did not win a championship, so we failed that. If you want to see me run this back with all-time players, you let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one. I appreciate you all for sticking around with me. Peace.